I didn't get my affairs in order because I was afraid of dying. I did it because I watched what happens to families when parents don't have their affairs in order. I watched it happen with my own parents and then again with the father of my children. And I knew then that my kids were not going to go through that again when something happened to me. I was determined to avoid that. I mean, my kids joke and laugh and say, you're ruling from the grave. And I always tell them, you're going to appreciate that. So if you're over 50 and you have adult children, this matters more than you think. This isn't a legal video. I'm not giving advice. I am just sharing what I lived through as a daughter and as a mom. Because every single experience shaped how I'm preparing now. So let me start with my parents. I left home at a young age. I lived 2,400 miles away. They're elderly, in their 80s. My dad had had a lot of strokes, and they could no longer maintain my childhood home. And that was hard because that home was supposed to be part of my retirement plan. So I went home. I had to help them pack up, get ready to sell it, choose what went, what we got rid of. And the sad part is my mother had said she had done most of the work. She hadn't done anything. There were still pots in the sink with food in them. And I get it. Emotionally, it's really, really hard. But if you've ever had to do this, you know what I'm talking about. Fast forward a few months, my father drops dead. The work didn't stop. We had barely moved them into that apartment. And my mother had never earned an income outside the home. So she had no pensions, no computer literacy, and no desire to learn. I became the system. So not only was I grieving, but I was trying to figure out what she had to live on and was it going to be enough? And the reality is barely. Barely. Well, fast forward a couple of years. Fall after fall after fall. She could no longer live alone. It wasn't safe. So we had to dismantle that apartment. She decided to go into assisted living. You want to talk about hard? Because she didn't want to take anything with her. So all of those core childhood memories, pictures, all of it gone, right? So my brother and I sorted through. I brought some back. I distributed it to my own kids. So at least when she is gone, there will be nothing left to dismantle because it's been done. But it was so hard to go through that, especially when you weren't expecting it. And who ever expects it? So last year, end of 2024, my ex-husband was really sick and not in good health, and my son moved him closer to him into assisted living. He dropped dead before we even got him unpacked. You want to talk about a financial mess. My son had no experience in dealing with this stuff, right? It was so complicated, and this is the stuff that can break families. So I recognized after going through all of that with the kids and watching them sort through 40 years of stuff, because he was a hoarder. He had things, clothing from before he and I were married over 40 years ago, right? So I knew that I could not do this to my kids. So I updated my will again. I did everything I could to take things out of probate court. I've paid for my cremation. I made sure my bank accounts had somebody on them with right of survivorship. This isn't being dramatic. This is being loving. And I also realized that I was not ready to give up my own home, even with a mortgage. Where I live, the rents are really high, and I can still afford the mortgage. This is where my life is, my volunteer work, my social life, 2 kids that live nearby. So staying in my home for me wasn't denial. It was a conscious choice. And when I get to the point that I don't want to maintain a home, I will make that decision. I don't want the decisions made for me. So getting your affairs in order isn't morbid. It's being kind. It's being gentle and loving towards your family. It's me saying to my kids, I love you enough to make this easier. So if you're over 50 and you've been putting this off, you are not behind. You're just being invited now to think differently. And as a nurse, I am very comfortable talking about end of life planning and death. Again, not to be morbid, but preparation is key. You want your kids to be emotionally and financially ready. And practicality, we don't want our kids to have to carry all of this. So follow this channel and we'll talk about more things that we need to do at this stage of our life.